Hey, today I just want to talk to you about stuff that's been going on, such as like my GCSE results, and I went to see the City of Bones. Oh my god, so good. But first, I want to talk about my results. I did better than I thought I was going to do, and I'm so happy with what I got. I was terrified before going up. I didn't want to know. I was talking to my friends going, I really, really don't want to go up and get my results. But then I went up and all my friends were at the school and I got the envelope with my results in and I looked at them and at first I was like confused because like you have at the top, you have your results of what you got for each GCSE. Then underneath you have what you got in each specific exam. So it's like getting like which is which. But then I figured out which one it is and saw that what results I got and I was so pleased. I ended up with 1 A star, 8 A's and 4 B's, which is just amazing. I got my A star in my maths, which I took in November, so that was a result that I got in January, so I already knew that one. And I got my A's in, and I have to look at the sheet now because I can't remember exactly which ones. I got my A's in ICT, biology, which I'm very happy with because I'm doing that for A level. French, which I was very, very excited, the fact that I managed to get an A in French. English language and English literature, which I was so surprised that I managed to get A's in because I've been getting like consistent B's, and I was fine with a B for my English overall, like for both GCSEs that we did. But the fact that I actually managed to get A's in it made me so happy. Then I also got A's in food technology, which I wasn't that surprised about because I put a hell of a lot of effort into my food tech because we had to do like 2 exams the year before, which I got A's in both, and they were fairly easy exams. It's mainly common sense about food, so yeah, fairly easy stuff. Then we had to do 2 pieces of coursework, which was a pain because the amount of detail you had to put in. You have like a slide and in like size font 8 completely cover the page, and it took me about like 4 hours per slide to do it, and oh my god, I was so happy when I got that done. And then I got an A in history, which I was so happy about. That was the subject that I was worrying about the most because history has been one of my favourite subjects to do for GCSE. I've absolutely loved it. I've loved history for ages, and even though I'm not doing it for A level, I just like I do love it so much and I will continue to learn about history. But we had 3 like things we had to do that counted towards our grade. We had a controlled assessment, which I got either full marks or 1 mark of full marks for. I can't remember which at the moment. And that was just like we got like 6 hours or something to write an essay on like Martin Luther King and discrimination and stuff. And I got an A star in that, so that was good. And then we did an exam on like we had 3 topics, and then like you studied all 3, and then one of them would come up in the exam, and that it was mainly about sources. So you had like a picture or a piece of text, and you had to answer a question about it. And I did that originally, and I got a C on, which I was really disappointed with. Then I did it again, but it ended up being a topic that I didn't think it was going to be, and I hadn't studied for it as much as I should have done because I was focusing on other subjects like my sciences and English and stuff like that. And so I got into the exam and I saw what it was and I was just like, oh my god, I can't do this. And then I finished the exam and I was so gutted with what I did because I thought it was absolutely terrible. I thought I'd failed history miserably. I thought that once I got my results, that exam would pull down my grade for everything else, and I was so annoyed and like disappointed by the fact that I probably wouldn't have got the grade that I wanted to get because I loved history so much and I didn't want like all my love for this subject to then be reflected by the fact that I got a really crap grade. But then I got the result for that exam and I realised I got a B in it, and I was so happy because I didn't think I thought I got like a D or something in the exam, so I was very happy with that. But like the complete opposite happened with the other history exam because that exam was on World War One and the Cold War, and I absolutely love studying the Cold War. I've loved every bit of it. I pretty much knew something about every single topic about the Cold War that we learned about because I'm so interested in it that I've studied it on my own before, just in my spare time. And so I got into that exam, I started writing it, and I had this insane smile on my face through the entire 2-hour exam because I knew I could do it, and I was like so interested in what I was writing and just the confidence that I knew what I was doing. So, and I managed to get an A star in that exam, so I was insanely happy with that because like, oh my god, the fact that I actually enjoyed this did show in my work. So I got an A overall in history, and I found out that it's like one of the highest grades in history over my year, and I was so pleased because I didn't think that I'd got a good grade at all, and I managed to get one of the highest in my year, so I'm so pleased with that. And then also RE, I got an A as well, which I was very happy with. RE wasn't a particularly tough subject, you just had to be able to explain your ideas. So I wasn't too surprised with that grade, but still very, very happy with it. And then I got B's in chemistry, physics, statistics, and German, which I'm perfectly happy with. With chemistry and physics, I tried my best on them. I got like A's and B's on different exams. Managed to get a C in one of the physics exams. I don't like physics, so I'm not that bothered. But the fact that I managed to get B's in 2 sciences is very good for me. And then German, my target was a B anyway, and I worked really hard on it, and I'm just, because I did 2 languages, it got confusing sometimes, so the fact that I managed to get an A in French and a B in German just shows that I can cope with 2 languages. And then statistics, I managed to get a B in, which I was so happy with, because I did my GCSE for maths so early, and I'm in like my top set, so everyone else did theirs later on, which meant that me and my friend Sophie, who I've already linked her channel in another video, so go and find that if you want to see her channel, we finished early, so our teacher said we could do a statistics GCSE, but the catch was we had to do it on our own. So we just got a massive book that we had to study out of, and it was the fact that it was so much work. I got through 3 chapters out of 9 through the entire thing, and then we had to do a control assessment as well, which is this massive test thing. We had to collect loads of like 60 pieces of data and then analyse the whole thing and do it in like controlled conditions and everything. So the fact that I managed to get a B overall in that was very, very good. So yeah, that was my results, and oh my god, I'm so happy with it, and now I just can't wait to go back to school to start A-levels. So I go back next Tuesday. So it's just, oh my god, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to be able to study stuff, and also to be able to study psychology, which I'm so looking forward to. Another thing I did, I went to see City of Bones. Oh my god, for those of you that haven't seen it, stop this now. Stop. Now go and see the film. It's absolutely amazing. I read the books about 3 or 4 years ago because my friend, Laura, who I talked about, who's my friend when I was younger, and then she left school and we still keep in touch. She like lent me the books and like got me into them and said that they were really good. So I started reading them and I absolutely loved it. And then about 6 months to a year ago, I found out that we were making a film. So I've really been looking forward to that. And then like seeing loads of trailers for it, and like actually seeing Jason Clary, like the actors for them, and actually seeing these characters I've had in my head for so long on the screen. It's so weird because it's kind of like, I've read lots of books and I've seen lots of films in the cinema, but the City of Bones is like the Mortal Instruments, which is the franchise that they're from. It's the only book series I've really read and been into for years before the film has come out. Say with like Twilight, which I do like, I don't care what one of you say, the books are very well written. The movies aren't as good as the books, but I still enjoy them. But I read the books alongside watching the films. I did go see 3 of them in the cinema, but it was not too long after I'd read the books. So like I didn't really have the experience of seeing like the stuff in my imagination come to life like I did with City of Bones, which was so amazing, and just like, especially like the Silent Brothers, which are these characters that are like the most powerful shadow hunters, and they gain their power from the bones of other shadow hunters who have died, and the way that they were transformed onto the screen, from in my head onto the screen, it looked so good, and it looks so realistic. It looks so realistic with them, and it was scarily real watching them, and just like everything that I thought about it just came to life. And oh my god, the greenhouse scene. Oh my god, it was so good. I was sat for the entire film waiting for that scene, and when it came on, I was like, yes, yes. And now I keep listening to the music from that scene, which just keeps reminding me of it. and it's so good, and I can't wait for the DVD to come out because I can't afford to go and see it again, even though I really want to. So I have to wait until the DVD. And so now, like a couple of days after I watched the film, I decided to order all the books online, and I already had this one, which I bought a couple of days before, probably about a week before I went to see the film, which is City of Bones. And I already had the last one, which is City of Lost Souls. And I haven't actually read this one yet because I was waiting to read the rest of them, and then I got so busy with GCSEs and didn't actually get a chance to read it. So I'm going to read the entire series and then read City of Lost Souls again. But like today, I got City of Glass in the post, and oh my god, I'm really trying not to read it until I get City of Ashes. But I know it's so good. I haven't read it in years, and like from the 3 books I know the most, which is City of Bones, City of Ashes, and City of Glass, this one's my favourite. And so I'm just like trying to put it down out of my sight so I don't see it. I've also read the first book of the Imperial Devices, which is kind of like the prequels to the Mortal Instruments, and I have Clockwork Angel, which I got a while ago. It's like a year ago or something. And I'm not that interested in period books. Like, I've always preferred modern books and things that were set in modern times. But I thought, well, it's by Cassandra Clare. She's an amazing author, and I love the Shadowhunter world and everything. So I will I'll buy the book and I'll try it out and see if I like it. And I read the book and went, oh my god, this is awesome. So what I'm probably going to do is read all of the Mortal Instruments and then kind of see if I can hunt down the Imperial Devices. It's also my birthday in a couple of months, so I just have this long list of like Nerd Fighter stuff and Mortal Instruments things that I really need to get. And I'm just like, I need this now because it's so good, and I don't think I can wait until like Christmas for City of Bones on DVD, so I'm probably just going to pre-order it the second I can. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. I will probably make more frequent videos of it once I go back to school, so I'll have more things like to do and more things to talk about. Sorry I haven't made a video in so long. My mum's been ill, she's got a trapped nerve in her back, so she can't really do much. So I've had to do stuff to help her, like go shopping and cook tea, which I'm actually doing tonight. And we're having chicken pie I'm making from scratch, so it should be good, hopefully, as long as I don't burn it. So I will talk to you all at some point in the future, probably in the next few days. See you, bye!